What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And today's Yu-Gi-Oh video is going to be interesting because I'm going to be talking about a brand new gizmek card that's going to be released in Phantom Rage. I'm also going to be talking about the Speed Duel box artwork, basically what it's going to look like. Also, too, Konami has announced a create a card project, which I'll be explaining a little bit about in this video, and also an iconic card becomes a prismatic secret rare. We are going to kick things off with the Speed Duel box artwork, and I want to point out as well that I have spoken about this on the channel a couple times before. So, let us take a look. So apparently there isn't much to talk about, except it just shows what the box art is going to look like. Honestly, I can't even zoom in on it. I can't zoom in on it. Okay, well, I'll try and show you guys. Hopefully the camera will do justice. That's basically what the artwork is going to the box art is going to look like. Honestly, it doesn't really seem too promising. I'm not really a big fan of speed duels. I have played Duel Links before, but with the fact that my phone is literally old as fuck right now, I'm unable to play Duel Links again. So, eventually I will get into Duel Links. Okay, what the hell's up with my laptop? Thank you. But eventually I will get back into Duel Links. But until then, I think I'm just gonna stick with Yu-Gi-Oh! Nexus, which I have been using a lot, which I have been using quite a bit as of late, obviously for my deck profiles and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Now, as for the prismatic secret rarity bump for iconic card, what is it, you may ask? It is none other than the legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yes. Yes. The Blue Eyes White Dragon is actually going to be it's going to be I believe an OCG exclusive for those who live in Asia. The OCG Asia regions will be running store tournaments where the winner will get to walk away with a prismatic secret rare Blue Eyes White Dragon. Currently, the schedule for Malaysia, China, Thailand, and Taiwan have been announced, where the event will be held starting from August 8th up until September. Details for the event are below. So it'll be starting from August 8th, which will be the release of Phantom Rage, which I think is the OCG box, I believe. Participate by making a transaction of at least one box, 30 packs, of Phantom Rage at the event store. Top 8 prizes will be Tournament Pack Volume 3. You will get 1 pack of that. Those are for the top 8 prizes. So if you get second place if you're in second place to, I think, 8th place, top 8, you will receive a Tournament Pack Volume 3 booster pack. The champion him or herself will receive the Blue Eyes White Dragon Prismatic Secret Rare. They will receive 1 copy. Minimum 8 participants. Adhering to local government regulations during the entire event, duels are requested to wear a mask. If you should have any signs of breathing issues or fever, please refrain from participating. Obviously, because of the pandemic, we're still under a pandemic. Not so sure if this will ever end. You never know, but not so sure. Should the event at the store where you purchase the product be held later than when you purchase the product, please obtain a proof of purchase, basically the receipt for it. You will be required to show it when you participate in the event. The event dates are shown in the schedule here. Should there be any changes to the schedule, it will not be posted here. Please confirm the schedule, blah blah blah. Nothing has been announced currently for Singapore, Hong Kong, and the Philippines, presumably due to the current local regulations not allowing for events to have a participant. We will update further once there is an update for the countries. Okay, so honestly, the Blue Eyes White Dragon Prismatic Rarity looks amazing. Am I allowed to? Will this be a full? That doesn't really do me justice. Let me try this. Let's try this. There we go. So this is the Prismatic Secret Rare Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm not so sure if you guys were able to catch it in full, but that's basically what it is. That's basically what it looks like. I love it. It's incredible. The detail on it is absolutely beautiful. I would love to get my hands on it, but of course I don't live in Asia. I live in the US. So sadly, I am unable to participate. Plus, travel has been pretty minimal. It's been pretty minimal. I think people are allowed to travel, but only essential travel, like for business and whatnot. Other than that, nobody's allowed. But honestly, though, that the artwork looks amazing. It looks beautiful, and as I'm literally on Instagram right now, I think honestly that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Alright, you guys. Now, Konami's Create a Card project. This is a brand new one that was talked about the other day, just a few days ago, and Jerome McHale, I believe he is one of the card designers for the TCG. He announced that there was going to be 16 different archetypes from the past that could potentially be getting support, and this will be in a 3-phase project. So phase 1 is choosing the deck theme. 16 monsters representing 16 themes have been chosen. The monsters will be placed in a bracket. The monster with the most votes will move on to the next round. We have now learned about the 2020 Create a Card project. This project will help guide creating a card for a 2021 release. So it could be a structure deck, it could be a Battles of Legend, it could be a Legendary Collection, it could be pretty much anything. The project will consist of 3 total phases. The first phase will be choosing the deck theme out of the following 16. So if you guys did not watch that live stream, the brackets are as follows. We have Weather Painters against Gradles. We have Dynamites against Light Sworns. Valkyries against Inzectors. Sylvans against Cyber Angels. Fire King against X-Saber. Fortune Lady against Hazy Flame. Mermail against Photon. And TG, Tech Genus, against Frogs. So, I'm going to be honest here. I'm just going to really quickly just go through each one and just give my thoughts on it. So starting with Weather Painters. Weather Painters, I believe, were in Spirit Warriors from a few years ago. Hell of a set, amazing cards, amazing reprints. Weather Painters did pretty well at a YCS event a few years ago. I don't think they're ready for support, seeing as how. Hang on a second, guys. Honestly, though, again, I just think they're not ready, because if they were to get new support, in my honest opinion, I think a couple cards from the archetype itself could get banned, and the deck itself would just be shut. Gradles, I'm not too fond of it. I'm not too fond of Gradles. Um, to be honest, I think Gradles is basically I think it's like, what was it, alien archetype. I really don't see them getting any good support. Dynamist on the other hand is interesting, because if you were to combo Dynamist with DNA transplant, because if I remember correctly, DNA surgery focuses on the type. Transplant focuses on the attribute. So if you combo that deck with DNA transplant, you could turn all those monsters into light attributes, which would help you with the whole with the whole the whole Cybernova, Cyber Infinity engine. They could do some damage if they were to get new support. Light Swarms, they've already gotten way more support than we had hoped. Obviously, starting with Code of the Duelist, there's no point. Valkyries, I'm not too fond of them. I don't think they need support. Inzectors, though, kind of an interesting choice, because Inzectors did do well. They did okay at a regional tournament, like literally many moons ago. I don't know if they deserve the support. Sylvans, they're basically extenders they were basically extenders for other plant decks and whatnot. Sylvans, no, I'm just gonna say it. No, Cyber Angels, I would not mind seeing them getting support. I would not mind seeing them getting a little more support. It could be interesting, to say the very least. That's in brackets, what? A through D. E through H is Fire King versus X Saber, Fortune Lady versus Hazy Flame, Mermails and Photon, TGs and Frogs. Fire King is interesting because Fire King was released as a structure deck a number of years ago, and I don't think they got a whole lot of support back then. So I'm just saying, I don't think. You know what? I'm just gonna go and say it. X Saber definitely needs new support. Fortune Lady needs support. Hazy Flame do not need support. Mermails, yes, Mermails need support, because Mermails were literally one of the best decks in the format back in the day. I would not mind seeing them. Photon, yes, I would love to see Galaxy Eyes. I would not mind seeing Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon get a little more support. I would not mind it at all. It would be perfect for my Galaxy Eyes deck, which I have a deck profile almost ready to go. I'm still working on it. Need to adjust a few things. Tech Genus, I think, what was it? Battles of Legend Heroes Revenge last year, they got support. Frogs, no. And I know that Brian and Logan from Crush Cards, if you guys haven't checked them out, definitely check them out. I know that they'll probably watch this video like I'm nuts. Frogs do not need support. Okay? I get it. I get it. Frogs, they're cool. They float a whole lot, but out of every single one of them, I think the top three, Dynamist, Fortune Lady, and X Saber, in my honest opinion, deserve the support. So that's basically the bracket. That is basically the bracket. You guys can vote on Instagram, Twitter, pretty much wherever they have social media. I think it's YuGiOh TCG, I think, is where you can vote. somewhere around there anyway. And then phase two. And then phase two, I believe, is where I think is where the voting happens. Hang on. So there will be 2 matches each week: Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday Pacific time at 7 was it 7 Pacific? Yeah, at 7 Pacific time zone. I guess it is. I don't know. When a winner is chosen, more details on the next phase of the project will be announced. So basically, the winners of the matchups will move on into the next round. Again, honestly though, I think this is awesome. Konami did amazing with this. With this create a card project. Honestly though, in my honest opinion, I think instead of like Gradles and whatnot, I think we should have gotten what's that archetype? Not heroes. Crystal Beast. Like, you know, something like possibly like Crystal Beast or or even perhaps Blue Eyes for that matter. Honestly, I wouldn't mind those at all. Hang on one second, guys. My brother just texted me right in the middle of filming. Anyway, guys, so honestly, again, I can't wait to see what this project has in store in the next round, because this is gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting tournament. And now for the last scene here, we have a brand new gizmek coming out of Phantom Rage. It is called Gizmek Makoto, the Cutthroat Cyclone Canine. Yes, a very long ass name. It is a win attribute 6-star machine with 2150 attack and defense. And its second and third effects are once per turn effects. So its first effect says if you have 6 or more banished cards, you can normal summon this card without tributing. That's basically a cyber. It's basically a Fiend Mega Cyber. If you guys don't know anything about Fiend Mega Cyber, or no, it's basically what's that one card? I'm trying to remember the name. Parsec, the Interstellar Dragon. It's basically Parsec because with Parsec, if you have a level 8 monster on board, you can normal summon the card without tributing. That's what this card is. But if you have six or more cards banished, you can normal summon it. Second effect says if this card is normal or special summon, you can discard a monster, add to your hand a monster from your deck whose attack points equals its own defense, except itself. That's a pretty good Stratos. That's literally a Stratos 1-for-1 type of deal. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And then its third effect says if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can shuffle exactly 6 of your banished cards into the deck. So it's basically a double pot of acquisitiveness, where with that card, you target 3 cards that are banished from either from your side or your opponent's side, shuffle them into the deck, and you draw 1 card. That's what this third effect is about. But the only difference is that you're not drawing cards; you're just shuffling cards back into the deck. So if your opponent had used Called by the Grave on all of your hand traps, they all get resurged, and your opponent is basically like, no, you know what? I'm done. I think I'm not going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. So, honestly, my thoughts on this card, I think it's pretty cool. It's an awesome card. Excellent way to recycle your cards back into your deck. But the only downside to it, though, in my opinion, the only downside is that you have to have at least 6 or more banished cards in your, sorry, you have to have at least 6 or more cards banished from your graveyard, which, it's not that big of a deal because, especially if you're playing cards like Pot of Desires or something like that, but the card, but the summoning itself can easily be solemned, and it can also be negated with the effects of Mind Drain, because if you guys don't know, because I use Mind Drain in some of my decks, which locks both you and your opponent out of monster effects from the hand. That's what this card is, because there are a lot of because literally, I think every single gizmek card is basically like a hand trap, so that's like the biggest downfall. But overall, I think it's pretty cool. Would I recommend playing this card? Yes, I do. I do recommend playing it, but I will only put it as a 2 of, in my honest opinion. But guys, that is gonna do it for this video. Question of the day. In terms of the Create a Card project, because you guys saw and heard, you guys saw what was in, you heard me say what, the brackets were. Which archetype do you guys want to see get new support? Let me know in the comments below. Out of all 16 of them, comment below which archetype you guys would want to see get support in 2021. And that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that... I cannot speak today. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. Because with this channel, there's always something new to talk about, whether it's WWE or Yu-Gi-Oh, deck profiles, what have you. Also, too, guys, if you guys have not checked out... what was it? There were 3 videos that I posted within the last week, within the last couple weeks or so. They're all like WWE related. Hang on, guys, if I can. So the first one that I want to point your attention to is actually Friday's video where I had revealed that WWE has supposedly chosen a venue for SummerSlam. Also too the one from a week ago where I said that where I had told you guys about a former champion in WWE being talking about a major deal with WWE, and then of course the update on Apollo Crews and Rey Mysterio. If you guys have not checked those out, I highly recommend you checking them out. Definitely is a must check out. Again, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit that bell. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All 3 of my links, both my Twitters and my one Instagram, links will be down in the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.